With all of the dire news as of late, it's easy to overlook some of the good happening around us, too. So we thought we'd try to focus on some of the positive change we're seeing in the world around us when it comes to science, the environment, and the natural world. And who best to lead us through this each week than our resident science expert, Darius Mahdavi. So, Darius, you're going to kick off today's series on an island. Where exactly are you taking us?
We're going really around the world, Tanya. Now, this is a story that we're going to talk about one specific island, but this is a story that happens on islands all over the world. So if we go, we're going to go all the way down to off the coast of Madagascar, about 500 kilometers off the coast here. And in fact, it's so small that even if you zoom in on it on Google Maps or on our mapping software, you can't see it. So I've added a little dot to note where we are. This is Tromelin Island. It is technically part of the French Southern Territories, but it is one island where we've seen a pretty common story on really isolated islands across the world. Now, what happened was centuries ago, travelers and actually a slave ship landed on the shores of this island and leaving rats behind, which were invasive, and they decimated seabird populations. This is the story around the world on so many of these isolated islands that have these really specialized species, including, in this case, seabirds that land here and then they nest. And this is a very small island, about 1 kilometer squared, all told. Now, these brown rats devastated the population, as they and rabbits often do. And then there's only been 2 seabird populations nesting there since the 20th century. But in recent years, back in 2005, they completely wiped out the rats. They were able to eradicate them completely. And since then, we've seen all kinds of bird species completely rebound. So we didn't do any other conservation actions. There's no other conservation actions necessary, but just wiping out the rats and these seabird populations, all kinds of birds were able to completely restore themselves.
Fascinating stuff. Good to hear that positive news. Thanks so much, Darius.
Thank you.